Look, how's my hair? It's way Chicago. It's really fucking early. It's like 7:39 for you guys. That's early. I've been up for hours, but we got time to sleep when we're dead soon. So whatever, or someday. I mean. Anyways, November 8th is the year and date and all that garbage. It's all fucking lies. So I'm not even gonna tell you the date. I'm on my old account because I had to switch to a different browser. Let's call it. Where's my hands? Here we go. Hi everybody. Spread these around because they're not. My channel is not growing again. I don't know why. I wonder why. Anyways, this is too early to be seeing fucking patterns like this. So I sent this off over to tweets a little while ago over to October Rains because I know he thinks in pictures like I do or whatever you call this photographic garbage. So I'm doing a meme this morning. Oh, wait till you see it. It has to do with a metal thing, and I'm not gonna say because then somebody else will make it before me. I just gotta have it out there first. It's gonna be funny. And if I knew how to edit, like I used to do editing in Photoshop, but I can't stand. I don't have time to keep learning all the updates and garbage. Anyways, I go over to pull up my pictures for the old CV bottle tops or caps, whatever you call them. I'm in a weird mood because I've been in a bad mood the last couple of days, so I'm probably spurging back out of the water. I don't know how normal people would deal with all this stress, but I guess they don't see it, so whatever. But for whatever reason, we get this comfortable, numb garbage from God, in my opinion, ether, whatever you call it. Anyways, so I start looking at these ads. They're really promoting the child BAAL, like ball, like baseball. What do you do when you, in baseball, you do a sacrifice fly. See how that works? So the children, baseball, sacrifice. I'm not talking because I have a stroke like this. It's because we live in America with a K. And my timeline shifted like around the end of 2019. I'm still in the old timeline. Because in my world, 1 and 1 equals 2. It's that simple. But today, half this world, and especially the retard, more than half that I know here, about 8 out of 10, 1 plus 1 is now an apple. See how that works? We're in trouble, man. People are getting really fucking. You talk about the Walking Dead. They weren't kidding. Anyways, back to our bottle caps. Does anybody notice anything different? You won't, because you don't see patterns like I do. So I go over here. This is one that caught my eye. I just, in my bubbling, popcorning, I call it spiderweb brain, I have, like, this shit I park in there. So it's not really a photographic memory for all garbage, like some people I've read about. They have, like, every memory is in their brain. That's got to drive you crazy. I can compartmentalize it. It's a gift. So I can park shit like this. Maybe I just missed this color. I understand cameras and lighting. I used to do photography. I still do, but I don't do it no more. Don't care anymore. It doesn't matter no more. But my point is, I just don't remember this bright colors. That's where my spurgy brain started off this morning. So then I see this new picture. They're changing the labeling. I don't know who they are. These are off the Who. I don't want to say it, but it starts with W, ends in O, has an H in the middle, but they're all capitalized. And the other one I got off the WEFers, the World Economic Fuckers. Your Lord, by the way, whoever he works for, Uncle Swab, SWAB. I'm not saying I mean the swab. And they remember the anal swabs? They were coming. They tried to roll them out. You retards were on your fucking knees, so why not stick something in your ass? But they knew it was too soon because I think a lot of people would have had a problem with that. Like now, nobody cares about the child. I mean, the baseball sacrifice fly play. But I just saw PETA, them cocksuckers, right? They finally gave a statement about old Alec, which I can't talk about because I lost 2 channels because of that son of a bitch. They're protecting that guy so bad I lost 2 channels. I wasn't doing that. I guess I was, trolling him, I guess. But everybody, the whole world was. They took a lot of accounts down. But anyways, back to that cocksucker. That's where I got my idea for the new meme. Thank you, Alex. Or Alec, whatever the fuck your evil name is. So, remember his Hulu commercials with the old snake coming out of his throat and shit? These guys all practice evil. You see what I'm saying? The dark arts. Take a look at his pictures. Anybody else see the difference here? This is all brand new to me. I've been studying this for 2 years almost. Take a look here. I've noticed one thing: they're all going to silver tops in most of the ads now in the state-run government media, whatever this propaganda is. Well, we know what it is. It's genocide. Look at all the color tops; they're all the same, right? You all ain't gonna know this, but believe me, this isn't how they used to do this. And then take a look here. You got red, blue. They talk to each other without saying anything. Just like I've learned how to do by reading them for 30 years. And I have a natural talent for it, but this gives me something to focus my energy on instead of tarot cards or whatever all you weirdos are doing nowadays. I don't play with that shit. That shit gets you deeper into evil. See how that works? You don't believe it. When I say people are worshiping evil, they don't even know it. They think it's cute. God doesn't need to keep telling you every day, you're going to be upside down in a tree or whatever the symbols are. Or the death card. Somebody tried to do that on me. That was creepy. It was upside down or something. They were telling me it was so I wouldn't get offended, I think. And then shit really got weird after that. I'm just saying, I don't fuck with that shit. I used to. Not that deep, but I mean, I used to be into ghosts and all that. I wouldn't do it. I'm telling you not to do it, but I can't tell you what to do because I believe in freedom. Do you, right? I don't criticize. I criticize you if you're an idiot, but my point is, look at this label right here, huh? What do you see different? Well, besides the colors have changed a little, but they're showing you what's coming. They're rolling it out, or not? Do you notice the color of this label is black with a black Karachi ball on it? Now somebody could have done this this could be the newsroom, but wait, this is where I know they're being or. By the way, your news is state government media. Remember the old Soviet Union? This is gonna be worse. It already is. You're probably better off over there right now. But they're all under it too. They're locking down and all that garbage. The lockdowns have started again worldwide. You don't know that because it's not on your stupid app when you get home from work. Or 100 million of you that don't work no more and you're just jerking off in your basements or whatever you're doing. Do you? I'm not a gynecologist, so I can't give you no advice. Oh my! That's not a basement done frickin' meme or see what I'm saying? Do you see what's different in this picture? They're black labels now and black lids. What else is black, folks? Besides people. And that's not where I was going with it. I don't know why that came out. Take a look. I post right after that because my popcorning brain's going, what the fuck did just happen? Either that or this is the Mandela effect, right? I just don't remember. My photographic memory on certain topics, because I could read you the actual PCR manual and all that, not the whole manual, but like page 39 where it said they never isolated certain things, whatever that means. Nobody did any homework. They took the old fluids. Anyways, you're not going to know what this means either if you don't do your homework. Riddle me this. What color is the big letter GO? That's a symbol. It's called graphene oxide. Black is a new color top. I really can't remember. Now there's 3 because I just reported these. I don't remember that blue. The green, am I wrong? The green, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it wasn't there. And then I don't even think I put the third color up there. One, black, green, and this bright blue. So there's the three colors. So you gotta have all my channels. I'm sorry, because I have to crisscross shit. Otherwise, you get wiped out. You see how that works? So in order for me to talk here, I have to take you over here, show you pictures, and shut the fuck up, and then talk like I'm having a retarded stroke. I got personal friends and family that go, I can't follow your channel. Like, I can follow it, but I don't know what the fuck you're talking about sometimes. So then they have to go back in time and then get caught up. And they don't have time for this shit, right? So if you're new to the channel, just go back a few videos, maybe 2 years, or just understand that you're not you at home, most of you don't realize how bad your voice has been cut because you don't have a big mouth like I do. See how that works? You don't. So I'm trying to tell you, but that's why if you're new here, I'm not crazy. I'm just not allowed to speak no more. So I have to talk in memes, which I've gotten pretty good at, in my opinion. I mean, you always jerk yourself up, but not physically. I mean, you have to, otherwise you wouldn't keep going. I always say punch up, not sideways or down, like most of the people I know. If I don't have a rear view mirror, I do, but I would say I would take it down because I don't need it. Don't look back. Of course, now I'm looking back a lot. I'm listening to music from like the old days, trying to remember like when the fuck did all this change. But the lesson here is black labels are rolling out. Hang on. I'm not going to say any of this. I had videos struck on my account almost 2 years ago now. When all this garbage started, how long it's been now, I was reporting on these things. They're called other things too. But this is a good way because nobody knows what this nano R is, but it is. And you know what? If you noticed the chemtrails over your houses lately, Illinois up here, northern Illinois, I I don't even take pictures. It doesn't matter because nobody gives a shit. 3X's right over my head when I went to the store about 2 o'clock yesterday in the West Sky, and it's been every day about 2 weeks now. But now I'm starting to see it again because they stopped for a while, and then the black dust coming out. Watch when they pump it on, you'll see it. Big thick black clouds or trails of something, whatever that is. But read your screen, you might get an idea. When you inhale this stuff, it goes in your lungs. It's very dangerous to inhale. Look up the warning label, all their OSHA shit. But it's in, when you see the black ones, it may be that. I mean, I'm not a gynecologist, like I said, or a U.S. Army or whoever's doing this garbage, but they know. And I got a question: are the pilots turning those switches on, or is it done? I'm sure it's electronically, because then they'd be committing acts of something. Because if that is what they're pumping out of that, if it is, again, would be treason. I mean, I'm seeing it everywhere now. It's like nobody gives a shit. But besides that, the black labeled bottles. What is graphene nanoribbons? I could probably read the definition still, right? Graphene nanoribbons, GNRs. If you're new to investigating, this is a good place to start. Are narrow, lengthened strips of single layer graphene. Among the graphene family of nanomaterials, GNRs are remarkable materials due to their attractive physical, chemical, electrical, mechanical, thermal, and optical. That's frequency, by the way. That's a trick. It's not really a trick because it's a fact, but you don't even know that. You think light is a fucking particle or a wave. It is technically it's waving the pattern, but there's no such thing as waves in freaking physics. It's all a lie. Look that up. We've been Well, that's all too late for that garbage. The point is, optical. Then you take a word that starts with L. And how do you do? I'm trying to see. In my brain, I'm doing it my correct way, but I think it's backwards for you. Hang on. L. There we go. I have to do it backwards. Do L. U. I'll do the letter. The third letter is dotted in Morse code. Look that up because you should know some Morse code. Because I think that's coming. Or not. I'll do it in Morse code. Did it. Did it da. Dotted it. Did it. Did it it. Did. Did it. Did I. Dotted it. Did. So look that up. I should fuck with the algo a little. And then misspell it a little so the algo, if it is reading Morse code, which I'm sure it can, then you fuck with it that way too. This is like 8th grade all over again, but I'm doing it on a worldwide level. Oh, fuck. Anyways, now they got 2-layer graphene, by the way. By the way, when you take a second layer of graphene and then you twist it 1 degree, guess what happens? The graphene, which is non-magnetic, by the way. If you take graphene out of your pencil, it's in your pencil, by the way, and you twist it with 1 degree and a second layer, it becomes 1,000 times stronger than steel or whatever. But besides that, it becomes magnetic. Frequency, energy, etc. You better look it up because you're not doing your homework. But besides that, there's a book that talked about all this. Starts with a B. I mean, I don't know if that book, when it was written, but they say 2,000 years ago. But this shit in the black goo, substance, and then there's those cubes. You ever see the cube like in the middle of the world, or what do you call that desert, where all this stuff started from, basically, or where they're worshiping the land and the things that were pulled out in tombs, and like the word starts with I, ends in Q or something. There was it's an N. Like there were fallen things that happened a long time ago, and then they made big people called something with an N. They were called giants. And then if you look at the wiki, there was some email garbage from like 95 that was leaked out where the lady's name starts with an H. She sent out an email that was published. I can't find it no more, but it's out there. You'll find it. There's people that have talked about it. I've been talking about it for years, way before this garbage started. She sent an email saying, I'm getting on a plane, because she was the SS of this former, whatever we call this garbage here now. So she had access to these real nice planes and flew right out there with the military. Said, hold it for me till I want to see this motherfucker, right? Well, I just posted the last couple of days. I'm telling you that this is the letter B, and then I think you could spell it out like W. I think the other initial would be P, and I'm not going to tell you the last one, but it's shaped like the lowercase one is shaped kind of like that, or dotted if it's Morse code. And they're bragging how they can, the dark arts brags how they can start life, let's say, with those 3 letters, starts with D, ends in A, from scratch in a post. This is all government published stuff, but you're not going to look it up, so it doesn't matter. But they said they, in a post human world, or whatever they called it, when all the humans die, post extinct humans. I don't know why they're studying this. They have a way with these printers they got. They're called D and ends in A, and they can literally print because they've got the whole genome. But now they have the ability to start it from scratch. So that means you can modify said helixes, let's call them. if you don't see, there could be something wrong. And then my question always is, sorry, I'm not putting on fancy on the screen. I'm just talking. It's early in the morning. I shouldn't be on the radio right now. Whatever you call this garbage. It used to be radio when I was a kid. Like, I'm listening to old music so much, I'm going back in time now, even in my head. I'm like, I'm on the radio right now. What's the internet? I don't even know what you're talking about. Get used to that, by the way. You're not going to be allowed on the internet soon. 2.0. So I'm going to touch on that concert too, because that's real creepy. See, when they talk in mess, let's go back to these pictures. Hang on. Right here. When they're talking in pictures, see this bright blue. I don't remember it being bright like that. I remember the purple, but I don't remember this bright ass blue. And blue and purples are royal bullshit, but the evil crap. But this one for sure is new. This ain't no joke. Hang on. This one right here. I know I never saw a black top one ever. Think of the letter K, ends in LL. I don't remember the middle initial. It's dit dit in Morse code. Look up dot dot dit dit. When I go da is a dash. So in case you don't know, start looking up Morse code. I'll do one letter a show, or maybe we'll start with SOS. S is dit dit dit. O is da da da, and then S we just did dit dit dit. So you go dit 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 da 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 dit dit dit. I can do like 50 words a minute when I get tuned up, but I can probably do 20 words a minute with my mouth. You don't care, but I'm not bragging. I'm just saying I gotta slow down because you're like, what's this retard talking about? But you can even tap it out. Listen. See how that works? Just in case, like, because most retards aren't gonna know Morse code. These guys know, but in your community when they're trying to steal your food soon, you may have to tap on the wood. Because you can't talk when people are in your house and you're hiding in the crawl space with your food. That's all happened in history, by the way. I'm just talking about history. So if you got to send a message to your old lady upstairs where she's hiding, you could have a rafter and start tapping messages to you, and these assholes aren't going to know you're doing it. If it's the professionals, they'll know because they got equipment to decode all that. But the average ass fuck that's a zombie right now that took the fluids, they're not going to know Morse code even if you said it probably out loud, but they'll hear you. Remember all those zombie movies? It was sound. They were looking for sound. And think of prions when you're talking about doing a little research. prions. Because a lot of shit comes up. That's like related to like cows and they were mad at one time. There's a human version of that. And a lot of mental problems happening after the fluids, even after the BW or B, yeah, and then P, and then the letter dot it. See how that works? Originally, there was look at all the mental problems since people caught the old bug, and the same ones are happening with people who took the. And by the way, I got to mention this because I'm getting really sick of this. They keep telling you you're consenting to this rape needle. No, the fuck you're not. Legally, you can't be right now. Wow, that was weird. I just coughed up a lung out of nowhere. Like shit came out. Anyways, that's gross. I'm sorry, I'm not a gynecologist, but that ain't right. Like something just got weird. Anyways, I believe in the laws of what used to be. If you are coerced into doing something by force, by mental torture, by coercion, that's what that is. Coercion is force. It could be mental. Mental force is bad too. Even more damaging, some say, than if you get smacked in the face and get over it in a few days. Your mental scars is a little harder, right? But when you're brainwashed, that's damaging because you don't know you're being tricked. Where was I going with this? I don't remember what I was just saying. I just thought of some other shit. I don't know where I was just going with that. Hang on, I got too much shit in my head. Maybe I'll say that for another video. I'll replay it. I don't even know where I was just going with that. You guys, you're being tricked. There's black labels now on the orange labels for your little kids. Let's go back to the pictures. See, I don't remember ever seeing this. I've seen these pictures thousands of times. This was never there. Has anybody seen the mode/RNA ad showing green fluids? Or is there fluid in there? Is that green fluid? Or is that the syringe? Anyways, I've done this for 2 years. We're almost 2 years now. When have you seen that picture ever? I've been on their side. I'm up their ass all the time. Have you ever seen this? Oh, and by the way, look up where Moderna got all their fucking money from. 10 years they were bleeding money, and all of a sudden they got the cure to the world. Dark arts, right? But whatever. Look at all the black labels. This is all new, folks. Black. Really? What's this yellow juices in here, huh? That's an accident, right? They're showing yellow all the way around. There's something wrong here. They're changing everything. Remember old Goats said the next wave of a new problem will be way worse. Think monkeys and like sores all over your face. I'm not gonna say it. Here, these are the old silver ones. See, this is all I remember. Where are these black ones coming from and why? Huh? They're all over. This is as of today. This wasn't here a couple days ago when I did my last video. Huh. Look at them all. Dude, I've been doing this for years and I got a photo. With this garbage, I remember all this shit. I can pick out faces. That guy, and somebody confirmed in my video yesterday. That prick at the tunnel is the prick from DC, and I called that. I did a video on that like a day after that happened. I thought that because I could see patterns. When did these black lids come out? Today. What event did they just do? The COP 26 or whatever it's called? That's where they meet to do over plans. See how that works? Since the COP thing they did with the environment, this shit just came out. You better wake the fuck up. This is Wag Chicago. This is getting me